morning, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Roam with Romy and Dom. Dom is upstairs right now. It is currently 5:55 in the morning. I gotta get my tracker ready for my cardio, well, my brisk cardio to the gym, and then my gym session. So 6 o'clock in the morning, crew, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Been consistent with it. Don't let the last video fool you now. I can't believe it's been like, how many months have I been consistent? I've been consistent since like going to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning, 3 days a week, since probably October, November-ish. So I'm still hanging on tight. It is raining. Oh, this weather in my hair, y'all. Oh my God. Winter is so crazy. Like, especially in Victoria, because I don't know, we have like all the elements of like weather patterns. So one minute it'll be snowing and cold, the next minute it'll be raining, and then another minute the sun will come out and it'll be super warm. So I guess I just have to get used to island life. But anywho, about to go to the gym right now, get my workout in, and then later on today I have some errands to run, so y'all are gonna come with me to go renew my driver's license chair. I'll explain that in the next clip. And Dom and I are gonna go meet up with a friend to go get some tea. So if you're interested in watching this video, stay tuned. I'm back now. So my workout was great. It was really good. But now I'm ready to go to ICBC. If y'all don't know, ICBC is basically like the driving, I guess the DMV, the driving motor vehicle place in Victoria. And I have to take the learner's knowledge test. Let me tell y'all something. So if you plan on living abroad, please keep your paperwork in order. Get your house in order. This is a PSA, or else you're gonna end up like me. So I had my taxes in order, which was great. Student loans paid. You know, I paid every month. All good. Hopefully, I'm going to be done by next year. That's my goal. But the one thing that I neglected was my driver's license. My driver's license has been expired for many, 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 many eons of years. And I haven't driven since I lived in Quebec and Toronto. And, you know, when I went to go to because I had to go to the driver's license place again, to ICBC, to get my BC resident card, like the health card for the province. And when I went there, she's like, hey, do you also want to, you know, exchange your license? And I said, sure. But I was like, but the thing is, my license has been expired for a long time, though. She's like, oh, don't worry. As long as it's like, you know, within the 3-year time frame, we could take a look at it. And I said, what if it's more than 3 years? She's like, how long we talking? And I was like, what if it's like 7 plus? She's like, no, you got to take the test again. So I've been stalling for a while, but now I'm finally ready to take the test. So I had to study all week to take the test. And here we are today, rushing. So I'm about to get ready, go to ICBC. I'm going to take y'all with me. Dom is right here. Dom has his Juju hat on, so y'all already know what it is.
My point is what time is it?
I have to get going.
It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
What time is your appointment?
9:45.
9:45. Why you are here? Don't you go?
Yes, I'm on my way now.
What? No, I mean, okay, all right.
You think I'm gonna make it on time?
No.
I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna rush right now. The bus is coming at like 9:20. So oh shoot, it's 9:06. All right, y'all. Yeah, I gotta get going.
You have on your CP time.
You don't like CP time?
I'm tired of it.
All right, y'all. So I really gotta get going. See you guys in the next scene. Back home now, and I done did it. I done passed the test. I'm so happy about that because y'all, I was studying all week. It's so crazy how driving, like I took the test obviously when I was a teenager, But now it's like, now that I'm older, I'm like, dang, I gotta remember all this stuff. Like, it's so crazy how many road rules like are technical, and you have to remember the speed limits and what they mean and the signs and all that stuff. But got it all handled, so I passed. Now, Dom and I are actually going to head out. We're gonna meet up with a friend of ours, and then we're just gonna have some British tea. Chip chip cheerio. I don't know, like British style tea, like, because Victoria is a very British centric city. There's a lot of European and British influence, so it's gonna be interesting to go to this tea shop. I think it's called Murchies is one of the most popular ones downtown. So I'm gonna check it out. Get our little high class society biscuit eating, tea drinking thing on. And for, what used to trip me out though is when British people used to say, "Oh, do you want a biscuit?" And I'm thinking it's like the Popeyes biscuit, like the two-piece biscuit, I mean, with the chicken. I'm like, yeah, sure. And then they give me like a whole little scone. I was like, okay. So it's so funny how, like, different words mean different things. So that's neither here nor there. We'll see when we get to the tea shop. So it looks like we have to actually buy tea ourselves and then serve ourselves with it. Or do they have a tea bar? Or are we at the wrong place? Are we supposed to be on the other side? Oh, we might have to be on the other side. Oops. Okay. In this segment, it's something new that we're trying. We're going to bring our issues of the week to the kitchen. So, we're going to start with Dom, because Dom always has an issue with me. What's the issue of this week, honey?
Do I have an issue all the time with you?
Every single minute of every day, there's an issue.
Yeah. Okay. If you're gonna say it like that, yeah, I have an issue.
What's your
It
issue
seems
with
like
me?
your life is a whole problem to me. You say it's a culture different. You're talking. We used to talk about the CP time. Even our family also comment that I supposed to adaptate the CP time if I want to live in Canada. So I wanna discuss about that things a little bit with you and our family together. Basically, I want you to explain that. What is a CP?
Oh, CP is actually not really good to say, but we just naturally say it's called color people time.
Color people time.
Yeah, yeah.
So you mean the skin color?
Yeah. CP time is just different from Caucasian time. So Caucasian is, palm color people, like my palm. Caucasian people,
Okay.
they usually, when they have an appointment, they are very good with showing up on time. For example, when we met with our friend, and he is of the Caucasian race, he is always usually on time, like right on time. If you say 2:30, they will be there 2:30, maybe latest 2:35. Like, but they don't really push it like that. But for other people, like minorities, aka black folk, I don't know about other folk, but especially for black people, if you say we're gonna meet at 2:30, that person may or may not come at 2:30.
So it's basically you try to explain that the CP time is different managing about time schedule.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, and it's especially from the black culture like black people, some part
Some,
of
you can't
the,
say all. We don't want to generalize. So like some black people. I can't say all because a lot of people like me, I'm usually on time. If I say I'm gonna come at this time, I'm really gonna come at that time.
so and at the my perspective, I just want to say that the keeping the promise or just coming to the on time to meet someone or do something is a very regular lifestyle what we have to do. I don't want to say we have to do, but you try to say that is actually culture different.
Sorry, y'all. For this part, I definitely have to do a voiceover because the clicking noise was just out of control. So, last week, my parents were supposed to come over to our house. Unfortunately, there was a snowstorm, so they weren't able to come. I basically told them, hey, don't come. Come instead on this week. Bet. So my parents were like, all right, cool. So then Tuesday came up and then my mom called me and she was like, hey, I'm going to come to your house, but I was working and I was busy. So I was like, no, that's probably not a good idea. Come on Thursday instead. So then she's like, all right, cool. Now, the thing is that on Tuesday, everything was kind of confirmed, but then Thursday, we didn't really know what was going on. So now that leads us to the part that you're going to hear right now. I told Dom, hey, my parents are going to come over on Thursday. He's like, yeah, no problem. All right. So then Thursday arrives, and then in the middle of the afternoon, Dom's like, what time are your parents coming? Did you call your parents to confirm? And I'm like, for what? No. And he's like, so what time are your parents coming? I was like, well, I mean, I think they would come after I work. My mom knows my work schedule. So just to kind of make him feel more comfortable, because then he's in the middle of the afternoon, he's already trying to see what time they're coming. And for me, I'm so used to them just dropping by. Like, we don't have this kind of like, if I say I'm going to be home, it's like, okay, bet you going to be home. So I'm going to drop by anytime. That's how we do it, right? But for him, he's like, what's a specific time? So I called my dad and my dad was like, oh, your mom is running errands right now. I don't know where she went. She went somewhere. So she'll be back. And I don't even know if we're going to come to that. I mean, we're supposed to. Your mom said that we're supposed to come to go see you guys when she returns. So yeah, basically that was the conversation. So I was like, all right, cool. Whoop-de-woo. Me and my dad just had a little conversation, whatever, about other stuff. And then boom, we done. So then I told them, I was like, hey, they're just, they might or might not come. And then he's like, what? What is this? Like,
Oh
how?
no, that's
Wait.
too dramatic. No, I didn't do like that.
Okay, but I gotta spice it up a little bit. Okay, I'll let Dom
You
explain
you
that
put
part.
too much sauce on
Okay, I
the.
put too much sauce. Okay. Dom was like, okay, Dom's real reaction
You too
was,
much.
I'm like, okay,
It looks like I'm too dramatic.
I gotta sauce it up though. Okay, we're not gonna sauce up
Which
the
sauce
story.
did you put? You always eat the hot sauce all the time?
No, okay, I'm not gonna sauce it up. Okay. So
Which
then,
sauce are you talking about?
Dom,
You talking about hot sauce or you talking about my mayonnaise? You put the two
okay,
extra hot
I
sauce
put
over there.
okay.
I didn't say like that.
Let's unsauce it. All right, so I'm not gonna sauce it up anymore. I'm just gonna say, okay, Dom really was like, okay, like there's no specific time, and then I was like, no, there's no specific time. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. And then he was like, this is kind of strange for me because usually like there's supposed to be a time frame of when they're supposed to come. And so I was like, no, that's just how my family rolls. So I called my sister and I was like, yo, I gave her the scenario. I was like, let's say mom and dad said they're gonna drop by, da 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 da. Like, what would you do in this situation? She's like, I'm gonna go about my business because I don't know when they coming. So I'm just gonna keep doing whatever. And then once I get a call, then it's okay. And then if not, then they didn't come. So for Dom, he just thinks like it's so strange. So what ended up happening was that my parents, they like literally we were just sitting there, no mention of what time they're coming, no nothing. We just know they're coming within like we didn't even know. Like, we just knew that they were supposed to come. So my mom didn't even call and be like, hey, I'm actually on the way to your house. Nothing. She just she just called my buzz. All of a sudden, my phone starts ringing. I was like, oh, my parents are here. Oh, crap. And I think that threw Dom, that threw Dom off because he's so used to, like, everything having a time and a structure. So this is why we're discussing CP time part 2, because it's really something that he just can't grasp his mind around.
I'm sorry, I washed the dishes. I'm preparing my meal, the meal of days. So that's why I'm busy right now. But anyway, we brought something in the kitchen and we have to talk.
Yeah, now it's just real issue time.
So okay, I just hear everything what you explain it, and then honestly, before I just start to mention about my perspective, I just want to mention the basic line. I want you guys want to understand that things. No judgment. I really don't judge anything, and even if we broke some country, I don't perspective about that country at all. And also, I'm gonna bring my own country, which is Korea, which cultures we also have it, and then even if I'm just comparing and just explain about my perspective, I hope you guys understand that I don't have any judgment or I don't have any comparison. So please don't misunderstand that. We just bring these issues on the kitchen. We just want to talk, and then the reason why I want to bring these things with my wife is just because of that. I'm a new in here and I'm still adapting. Even if I'm staying few years here, probably I still don't know which kind of the another cultures is bring up to me. So I just really try my best to discuss and understand it, and then just live peacefully with that kind of the culture. So I want to cover everything. That's why I just bring it. Is there's nothing reason why I just bring it because I don't think it's right. I don't think it's just like good things or bad things. There's none of that about that perspective. I'm gonna clear that things 1st. So
Now let's get to the real deal. What's
okay,
up?
I just wanna ask the kind of the question like, okay, I'm more than welcome. They're gonna come to here, spend the time, even eating the food or having a party. There is nothing problem about that. I'm actually love your parents. Very kind. They always take care of me. I'm really happy of that. I feel like I'm lucky actually.
Yeah, my mom bought us some food too.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that. But I'm not talking about that kind of the section. I'm only talking about CP time. So basically, you just explained that story is a CP time cultural difference
Yes.
between me. Okay, in my perspective, is it very hard to just contact us to just say, hey, we're gonna come right now. We're gonna arrive here in 10 minutes. Is it very difficult to say like that? In Korea, I'm here. In Korea, time is very important to each other. We just make a joke. Maybe it's a Western culture too. Time is gold, which means time is very important to another person. Time is not important to the another people. It's okay. We can understand. But time is very important to the another people too. So me personally, in my life experience, time was always important to each other. For example, when you go work, like if you're late, you can be late. It's okay. It's like people's life. We never know about person's life is go somewhere.
I'm gonna explain it to Dom as eloquently as possible, and that's what my sister tried to explain to him. All right, so for my fellow Haitians and Caribbean people out there, you already know the lifestyle. Okay, so he's comparing Korean culture. So in Korean culture, time is super gold. Like, if you miss a minute, basically that's it. Like you gotta, take
No, no,
advantage
no.
of every
Oh,
single
hold on.
minute.
No, this is my marriage problem with this person. She always go to too direct, too dynamic, too black and white. Like we don't have that culture.
You just said time is important.
But when did I say that? Oh, you are done or something like that?
I didn't say that. I said time is
But
important.
your meaning is your meaning
Okay.
sounds like that.
Okay, you know what? When I explain things, I sauce it up. He doesn't like when I sauce things up.
Okay, there is a lot of sauce in this world. Okay, you guys already know. There is a mayonnaise, there is a hot sauce, there is a kind of the like well, Chipotle,
Sriracha sauce.
sriracha, like
Frank's Red Hot.
why you don't even take the hot sauce in your meal? Why all of a sudden when you start to talk,
Okay, okay. You know what? I'm gonna
putting the
say.
two extra
Okay.
hot sauce
So you
on
calling
your
me
meal
extra? You saying I'm extra?
all the time,
Okay.
all
Okay.
the time.
Okay. I'm extra. All right. Cool. I'll take that. I
You
know I'm
guys please
extra.
understand that this is not the first time. In my life, she always did it. Why you are not eating even extra sriracha sauce and then you putting the two extra spicy sriracha sauce on our
Okay,
talking?
all right, I'm being extra. All right, let me be extra, extra, read all about it. I'm going to be simple right now. I'm going to simplify it down for you guys, okay, since Dom doesn't want me to be extra. All right, so he basically is wondering why our culture is more geared towards CP time. And I'm about to explain it to him. It's because my parents are from Haiti. Like, they from the island. Things do not go fast over there. Things are very nonchalant and slow. So people like to take their time and people like to do things on their own schedule. Now, unfortunately, if you didn't grow up in that kind of upbringing, it's difficult to wrap your mind around people being so late. But for us, we've grown, like, think about it. I've been born into this culture. So for me, it's normal to not, for people not to tell you when they're coming. They just drop by. Sometimes people could be in town. I've had situations, not here, but when we were in Toronto, all of a sudden someone calls me from family and they're like, hey, I'm in Toronto today. I'm about to stop by your house. Are you there? Did I know they were coming? Absolutely not. Did
But
anyone
but
know they
hold
were
on,
coming?
I'm just gonna
No. They just dropped by and you just
but
gotta
I'm just
fix
gonna add it. This
everything.
is not a CP time. The reason why I'm just
Yeah.
gonna explain it. Okay, then when they gonna come after call?
They don't call. They like sometimes they call, sometimes they just drop by. Sometimes they're 5 minutes away. They're like, hey, I'm here with so and so. We're about to drop by. We know you live in Toronto. Can you we're gonna drop by your house right now. That happens.
What if we are not in the house?
Then we just not in the house and we just say, hey, we're not home. That used to happen to my mom a lot. Actually, when we were in Florida, when we lived in Florida, people would just randomly drop by like some so and so. Oh, I want to come here and see you guys, and it's like nobody knew they were coming. And we had to get
No.
dressed, or we had to let the person come in. And sometimes some people don't let you know when they come. They just boom, just like out of nowhere, like
But
I'm coming.
but I want to ask that when you had that kind of situation, you like that?
I'm used to it. I don't know. Like I don't mind it because I mean I personally prefer people to contact me ahead of time and let me know what time
So
they're
so
coming.
you just try to explain that
But
you didn't like it.
no, that's not true. Okay, it's a sensitive thing. You can't say you like it or you don't like it. It just is what it
See, you
is.
guys can understand that. You also don't like it.
Okay, hold on a second.
But
Let me make it clear, because Dom be thinking I'm talking out of two sides of my mouth. He hates the fact that I'm very political with my answers. Sometimes I know how to talk left and right at the same time. I'm very good with that. Okay, do I like it? I don't care, to be quite honest with you. If, okay, I'm the type of person, like, if I really had something to do and I had a certain time to do it, I would let that person know, hey, I don't think it's a good idea. I have things to do. And that's it. That's it. That's all. But if I'm at home and I'm really just going to be home and I'm not really doing nothing, then I don't really mind what time they come because I'm just going to still be home anyways.
if you are alone, but what if you have a family?
Okay, now that's where it gets complicated. Sometimes they're like people, like friends, family. Sometimes they would just, like, not all the time. Some people did call ahead of time and say, hey, I'm coming over. Proper planning. Like, they're like, hey, I'm coming this day, I'm coming that day. But some people be like, oh, I'm coming. And then they didn't even confirm if they were coming or not. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm here. Like, that happens a lot, actually.
Then you had to prepare all of a sudden, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you like it?
I don't, me
But
personally,
why you are not telling your feeling? Did you
because,
like it?
okay, because
You had to
it's not
you
about,
had
okay,
to
okay,
dress up
how about it?
all of a sudden and then be like a
Okay.
political,
It's
like
not about liking it or not. It's kind of like this, honey. If in Korea, for example,
about
me personally, okay, I'm gonna tell
okay,
you.
but okay, you're gonna explain it,
Yeah.
but I want you to answer my question.
I have to, but I have to give you an example, and then you're gonna see why
See,
I can't answer your
this is a
question.
communication problem that you are not
No,
answering.
I can't
What was
answer.
my answer?
You okay? I have to because I can't answer the question until you realize why I'm answering the question that I'm answering it in the way that I am. Think about it. When your parents, when we go over for Chuseok and we have to spend all that time preparing and all that stuff, do you think I like it? I actually don't really like spending so much
This is
time
not a
doing that.
same topic because when I had a Chuseok, which is it's a Thanksgiving in Korea, I already noticed you so many times. We have to prepare that. We have to prepare this time. We have to prepare to spend in the time with my parents. You answer, yes, you can do it. That's why we, even if it's all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you are taking your responsibility. That's what I try to
Oh,
say.
and by the
So
way,
if you're gonna answer, if you're gonna explain that situation to the our family gonna misunderstand that.
okay,
So you have to be careful to
okay,
explain about the situation, okay?
okay. So
Guys, I noticed her so many times, not one time. Are you sure you can do it? Can you please do that for me? Are you sure you can do it? Almost like over than 5 times. Whenever it is, it's Thanksgiving, New Year's, every year when it's coming in Korea, I asked her. She never say no. And then what's my perspective? Okay, she's fine. So then even if something happened all of a sudden, it's okay because you say you can prepare.
okay, so I will say something though, like dropping by, and when someone's there, it's not only a thing that black folk do, because I do remember in Korea, your grandma used to do the same thing to your parents all the time. She used to just drop by just out of nowhere, just like boom, doorbell ring, and he'd be like, "Oh, my grandma's here," and I'm like, "Did you know she was coming?" No, she just stops unannounced, right? So I think it's more of like a elderly thing. Like
Okay, but I'm just
that's what I'm
gonna
trying to say. Like,
okay, I'm gonna explain for you guys. That's why my mom is my mom's mom. So my mom is getting actually I never explained to you. My mom getting stressed a lot about that. I just wanted to mention it is what it is. That's why my mom actually getting a lot of stress about that. And my mom just respected my grandma. So instead of just saying, why did you come all of a sudden? My mom never said that. My mom just explained to my grandma, like, please contact me when you come. Because in case I just have to go somewhere, I didn't expect you come here. I want to respect your time to spend the time with you. So please contact me before you come. Then I'm gonna be at home. My grandma say yes, and then my grandma has a CP time. Whenever she wanted, she just come. We, my family, my mom and dad and me, getting a lot of stress about that because we feel sorry for her. What if we are not at home? My grandma just put the puzzle house and then there's nobody and then my mom come back to her house. I feel sincerely sorry about that. I really don't want it. I want to respect her. I want to bring my grandma to the house, inside of the house, treat the food, talk each other, laughing each other, and then spend the time, good spend the time. I don't want to have a situation like my grandma just bothered but nobody there, and then my grandma disappointed and they come back home. Why you have to do that? So my mom just explained to my grandma, please, I'm begging you, please call me before you come. At least 5 minutes ago, before you just come, just please call me. I'm gonna run to the home and then I'm just gonna welcome you. And then my grandma say yes, but my grandma never changed. But my grandma is too old, so we just respected it anyway.
so I'm glad you just said that. that's the point that I'm trying to make. Like like it's not just my parents, by the way. We just use my parents as an example. But most of the people I know that do CP time are elderly. And sometimes it's like for me it doesn't bother me that much. Like if his grandma did the same thing with me and I'm not home, I'm just be like, well, sorry grandma, I wasn't home. Like for me, I'm just like whatever, right?
That's a very disrespectful.
What do you think is disrespectful?
Please, you guys, please leave the comment
Yeah,
about this
because
one.
this is the thing. So this is where like we have like this is why we do the kitchen talks.
You really
Because
want them to just say like, "Oh, mom and dad, we are not here. Sorry." You really want to say like that?
yeah, because hell, that's your business for coming to my house if you just come unannounced. If I didn't know you was coming, I'm sorry. Like, how am I supposed to feel bad for you? Like, you knew that I might not be there. I'm not gonna sit here all day waiting for you. Like, okay, it's different if you told me you're coming. Like, my parents, they told me they were coming, so I was here and I was waiting. But if randomly my mom's like, "Hey, I'm outside your house,"
How
and I
about
didn't
that?
know she was coming, I would
Okay.
be like, "Well, I'm not home." That's
How
it.
about that? It's instead of just saying, "Oh, I'm not home. I'm sorry. Just you guys have to come back." Instead of saying like that, how about that? Just explain like my mom and dad. Please, when you come here, please contact us
For
first,
what?
and then we're gonna prepare to welcome you guys.
No. Listen, these people are older than us. They've been around the world long enough to know. They know how to pick up cues. I'm not gonna be here like, oh, call me 5 minutes before, because trust me, they know. Okay, they know. They just don't want to do it. So there's a reason. So then I'm gonna act accordingly. That's the thing. Dom doesn't know how to act
And my point is that you
accordingly.
actually have ability. You know how to put in the effort to
Yeah, I
call to
do.
the manager or supervisor to say, "Oh, I'm gonna be late."
Yeah.
But why you guys not going to do to family? Family is more important than the working place. To be honest with you,
Hold on. So what's the final
I don't want to put the
question?
emotional. I don't.
Okay, okay,
I
we're gonna
just
do it
wanna.
again.
I wanna
What's
be
the final
peace.
question? What's the final question that you'd like to ask our audience? What's the question that you'd like to ask? You just said it. Like, why don't we like if it was work? What were you
Okay,
saying?
okay. I'm just gonna ask you guys. My family. If you guys have some really lovely, sensitive, the important time with your partner, and then all of a sudden your parents buzz your apartment, are you guys going to be happy about that? Please leave the comment for me.
Okay,
Please.
so this is the
How
thing,
about
though.
that? We just call each other, talk each other. Hey, I'm here. What time do you have a time? What time? What time is okay? What time? What time I can come there because I want to meet you? Oh, we have a time. We are at home. Anytime you're gonna come, or oh, actually, oh, we are about to go to the shopping mall. Can you come in 1 hour? Then I'm going to be at home. Then okay, no problem. That's cool. Let's meet in 1 hour or something like that.
That's too much work. Listen, for me
That's too
personally,
much
okay,
work.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No. I'm okay. Y'all let me know if y'all gonna agree with me. Okay, my philosophy is this: I can't be sitting here teaching grown people how to act. Okay, if you told me, and the thing with my parents is it was my okay. I will take responsibility for what happened with my parents because I made the plans with my parents and I didn't involve Dom so much and I didn't give him a clear idea. And I will say that that's my fault. But at the same time, if my parents dropped by at any time during that afternoon, they had already told me they were coming. So for me, I'm just like, I don't really care,
My
right?
point is, what
But
time?
but what time does it doesn't matter because I knew I was gonna be home anyways. But then maybe for you it's important.
So my point is that if my mom said that okay, I'm gonna come on Tuesday anyway, we are not supposed to go any place in Tuesday because
Yeah.
your mom and dad is gonna come.
No, because
So I have
no.
to sacrifice
No, no,
my
no, no,
time
no, no,
not
no,
to
no,
go
no. He's
somewhere.
misunderstanding. No, that's a total misunderstanding. What I'm trying to say is that if my mom said I'm coming on Tuesday and I just so happen to be home the whole afternoon, I'd be like, oh yeah, drop by. I'm gonna be home the whole afternoon. Done. If I had something to do, I would tell her. I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go grocery shopping, or I have some errands to run. Actually, Tuesday doesn't work for me, which I did tell her. I told her, hey, Tuesday doesn't work. I'm gonna be busy. Thursday's better for me. So they were actually courteous in their own way. But you see, this is what me and Dom always have a problem with. He always wants people to do stuff in his way. But that's gonna be another discussion for another kitchen table
This is
talk.
it.
This is today's kitchen table talk.
Okay.
So he wants
Wow.
people to do things the way he wants it. oh, can you please give me can you come 5 minutes before? I beg you, please come. Who gonna have time to do all that? You come and you show up, I'm not home. Bye. I'm not gonna sit here waiting for you. I'm just gonna be like, hey, I didn't know you. Like, that's for people who didn't tell me they were dropping by the way. So, like, if my mom, for example, or my dad came and they're like, yo, I'm outside your house and they didn't tell me, I'd be like, yo, I'm not home. Okay, bet. That's cool. They're gonna go home. My parents are, we're just, we don't have time. We're chill like that. Like, they don't get offended. Like, but for him, it's like, please, we want to spend time with you, grandma. I'm so sorry. If my grandma came in outside my house right now and I didn't know she was coming, I'm sorry, grandma. Slow your roll. I'm not home.
That's a
Come back
very,
later.
that's a very rude. That's a very rude.
Come back later, grandma. Grandma is grown enough to know how to contact me and let me know she coming.
That's
So
very rude.
that's how she gonna learn, because that's why she keep messing with y'all, because she knows y'all gonna be like, oh, like, that's so rude. Oh no, we gotta do whatever for her. No, she gonna learn. She's gonna know I'm not home, and next time she's gonna call, because she gonna feel that, and she gonna be like, oh shoot, I should have called her before.
My point is that yes, she gonna learn.
She gonna
I'm
feel it.
understand, but why you make some persons that really bad situation? My point is that okay, there's nothing wrong to learn about that some experience. Experience is okay. Failing is okay. Nothing
Yeah.
is a problem. But why we have to take too much responsibility about my reaction? We could compromise together. We could explain each other like, hey, please contact me. Is that difficult? I want to you guys just ask this question. Is that difficult to just say that please, in case I just gonna go out, please contact me before you come. And then you keep saying that is you don't have a time about that, and you just gonna let them just experience about that things like, hey, that's your fault. You really want to say to your parents like that? I
Absolutely.
don't want to say it like that to me. Me
Absolutely.
personally,
Because they would say it to me. So
is it only they are older than us.
I know, I understand. I respect, okay, by the way, I respect my parents, don't get me wrong. But what I'm trying to say is you F around and you find out. Whether you old or not, I will respectfully tell you I'm not home.
Yeah, my point is that
I will
you can learn
respectfully
from
say
your
that.
fail, but why you don't have to? Why you can't explain for them
Because
gently?
they should know that they are grown, honey. These
Some
are grown people we talk about. These ain't no children. Listen, Don likes to baby people. That's why I don't have time for that. So anyway, y'all get in the comments. This kitchen conversation is gonna go on and on and on. Y'all get in the comments. Let us know whether you agree with Dom or you agree with me.
yes, I wanna know.
Please let us know, or whether you disagree with both of us and you have another perspective, please let us know. And we're gonna do these weekly kitchen table talks whenever, I mean, not weekly, but whenever we have situations come up, we'll bring it to the kitchen. And then we'll still do subscriber Q&A as well, rotating as well.
But
So
yeah, just please, my family in the YouTube, please. I please don't put too much emotion about that. But I just want to hear you guys' opinion. Probably Romi's side, my side, it doesn't matter. Actually, it's okay. But my point is, I want to understand my family, your family, the parents' situation, CP time. If CP time is a cultural difference, then I want to understand, because one day I'm gonna meet them at work, and then I have to understand them. So probably it's a good idea to understand gently myself.
oh, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening.
Why we are not able to just say gently, like, please contact us before you
Because
guys come.
professional and family is a whole nother ball game. That's a whole nother discussion. Okay, next kitchen table talk, we gonna talk about family dynamics. Okay, so for now, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please get your notification bell on, because we're gonna post a lot of shorts as well. We're trying to get into the shorts, YouTube shorts, because long form video we can't do it all the time, but shorts, we love shorts now. So catch us on shorts. We might get on TikTok. We're still thinking about it. But anyway, just follow us, notification gang, all that stuff. Until next time, take care of your beautiful selves, and
Bye.
bye.
Please don't put the emotional too much, please.
Nah, man. Dom, you gotta be savage, honey. My husband is not savage. You gotta be savage. Like you too sweet.
If I'm gonna savage it to you, you always gonna
You're
feel tired.
always savage to me.
And then
That's another discussion for the kitchen table talk. Let's talk later. Okay, bye y'all.